Hello, everyone. Just taking a real quick ad break here to tell you about Anchor Podcast. It is a free app that you can download from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. It is a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome to the Space Place Podcast, where we talk about all things space and place. I'm your host, AJ Blaylock, and this is my guest, Colin Hampton.
How's it going?
And today's episode is number 5 with Star Wars Visions, the upcoming anime series that is going to be released by the end of this year, 2021. And it's going to be talked about here in a couple of weeks in July. Maybe we'll get a trailer and see more information on it. So, Colin, what is Star Wars Visions? Do you know?
Not much.
Not much. Exactly.
Tell me about it.
Not much has been told about Star Wars Visions, besides the fact that it will be a series of animated short films celebrating the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best anime creators. This is going to be an anthology. So, what is an anthology? I don't even remember what. It's just different stuff throughout the universe, I'm guessing. Anthology is a collection of just different writings. So it's going to be stuff from different parts of the Star Wars universe. And it's going to be 10 short films from the leading Japanese studios of Japan. Who would have guessed? And then we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff from different perspectives about the Star Wars universe through these films. So, Colin, what anime have you watched?
I watched all of One Punch Man.
All right, so
that was fun.
That's a anime studio. One Punch Man has their own anime studio, and that studio is Madhouse Studio. So that might be one of the top 10 studios that they choose to create this Star Wars galaxy short film. Like, they can do whatever they want if they choose that studio. So basically we could have a Star Wars short film of basically One Punch Man inside Star Wars. Would that excite you, Colin?
Maybe. I don't know. That's hard to imagine.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't think so, actually.
No? It wouldn't excite you at least a little bit?
Maybe. I'm turning Minecraft off. Okay. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think try to imagine a Star Wars villain against One Punch Man, and he kind of kills everyone easily. So I don't
know. There might be someone. I mean, Darth Vader could probably handle him as long as he just uses the Force and lifts him up, and he's not able to move at all. Then maybe One Punch Man would lose, or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot that could happen. But in our speculations on all these new short films that will be produced, which will be kind of like their own movies. Each one will be like their own movie. So it's going to be like 40 minutes to an hour. So this might or might not be canon to all the Star Wars universe. We still don't have any information on that until a few days from now. And it might join the list of all the other canonized Star Wars TV shows that are coming out here soon, like the Obi-Wan series or the Bad Batch series. So that could be a cool possibility that's presented to us. But for today's episode, we are going to go into a little speculation on what we think will be these different anime series. So,
Kick it off, man.
kicking it off. So, my first speculation. So, I'm going to handle 3. Colin's going to handle 3. I'm going to handle another 3, and then we'll go from there with the last one as like something tangy, something to throw a wrench in it. Yeah. So the first one that I hope to see as our speculation is the Mandalorian Wars. Colin, have you ever heard of the Mandalorian Wars?
I have. I've seen all of the Mandalorian, and I loved it.
Yes.
That would be really cool, actually.
Well, so
just to see their ruthlessness.
Yes, it would be cool. So, like, you get to see a little bit more about the Mandalorians within Star Wars Clone Wars. And you get to see a little bit more of, like, their planet. Did you watch those episodes, Colin?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I made it there.
Well, so their planet at that point was desolated because of all the wars that happened on Mandalore. So they literally only had desert surrounding their last city on Mandalore, and their city is like domed off, and it's the only like safe haven they have from all the dust and just the desolate wasteland that it is. But back when Mandalore was beginning as a planet, when their people were first colonizing, it was actually a pretty cool looking planet. They actually had a lot of grassland. I'm going off of some of the legend content, but they had grass. They had plenty of beautiful landscape. It was great. And then they went to war with the entire Republic. So it was Mandalore versus the Republic. This is the Mandalorian War.
How long did they hold out?
They held out for a really long time. There was points where they were even winning against the Republic.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the Mandalorian Wars.
Yeah.
So the second film that I think that we could definitely get some like visual of is more of Luke after the season 2 of Mandalore, the Mandalorian. Of him just being a boss Jedi master and going and doing really cool stuff, like setting up his Jedi temple or something like that. I think that would be cool. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I like it. That could give you just some more insights into Luke.
Yeah, and
it would bring home just like the trauma of Order 66. I guess we've gotten a lot of that, but yeah, that would be cool.
Colin, I believe you're misguided here. Luke was after Order 66, way after.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Luke is Anakin's son.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
No, but you're good. We could also just throw that in there. We might get to see a little bit more of the after effects of Order 66, and for like our third one / second one, instead of Luke, we could have Anakin and him being Darth Vader. But I like that, Colin. I like that. So third one we got here is the Old Republic. Colin, the Old Republic. Have you ever heard of
it? Negative. I don't think so.
Well, so there's a whole bunch of short films of the Old Republic Not even short
Hmm.
films. They're short movie trailers for one of the Old Republic video games. And this is what a lot of people want to see as the actual content for Star Wars, because you have thousands upon thousands of Jedi and Sith with lightsabers fighting
Ooh,
in a lot of battles.
yeah. There's a lot. That's pretty cool. A
Yeah,
lot that could happen there.
yeah, and with that type of thing, it's more like a nostalgia event, but I'm still cool with that. That would be cool to see. But anyways, moving on to Colin's three speculations.
Yeah. So I would like to see a short film about the Wookiee homeworld. I just think that would be cool, and they're interesting, and their homeworld seems really interesting, living in the forest and whatnot.
Yeah,
And it'd be, you could just get some more insights into Chewbacca,
yep,
and
yeah.
didn't he's like 300 years old, right?
Um, they never really put like his age, but the between the events of where he shows up in episode 3 to episode 6, that's only like 20 to 30 years. So he's probably like 80 or something like that.
Oh, okay,
But the homeworld is called Kashyyyk.
okay,
Some other people pronounce it Kashyyyk or something like that. It's weird. I've heard people pronounce it in a different way. But yeah, it would be cool to see some more of the action there with Kashyyyk and just all the different stuff that happens there.
yeah.
Yep.
Did you see Hunter's listening?
I did see that Hunter is listening to us right now.
Hello, Hunter. Um, yeah. So I think that would be cool. I don't know what the conflict would be, but yeah, just seeing the Wookiee homeworld, I think would be really interesting, and maybe I don't know, maybe the beginnings of a Wookiee Jedi would be interesting. But anyways, moving on. The origins of the Force, I think, would be really interesting. The first people to be able to manipulate the Force and to see their struggle with the light and dark side without guidance.
yeah. So
There's a
there
lot that could happen there.
there is a planet where they're able to um that there is like a planet that is like the first origin of the Force, like the first group of Jedi is
Really?
people that it's in Legends, so it's not really canon. There's like some Jedi Order, which was called like the Jedi Order. It's dumb. It's the dumbest pronunciation. Uh,
Oh,
it's like spelled with an AI or whatever. Basically, all the first group of like Jedi just show up and they all come together, make a civilization where they are learning about the Force and learning new abilities and stuff like that.
yeah. Interesting. Okay. Uh, this might take us down a rabbit hole, but I watched a video the other day, and I have no idea if it was accurate or at all canon, or if it was just some dude's thoughts. But anyways, he was saying the first Jedi balance the light and the dark side of the Force, and then later on during the Jedi Wars, it splits to practitioners of the light side of the Force and practitioners of the dark side.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard such talk?
yeah. So the first few Jedi basically were users of both sides of the Force, and
Yeah.
even Mace Windu used both sides of the Force. But
Oh, really?
it's not expanded upon because they've in the movies they don't really show all the Force abilities,
Uh
but
huh.
in the in the cartoon show, they show more of the Force abilities.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because like they lost a lot of the sight of what Force abilities were in the movies and didn't really show the special effects. But there was parts of each movie where they were using either or side of the Force. So like Mace Windu, whenever Palpatine was like turning old, he was just sucking the Force energy out of Palpatine. So that's like a dark side ability.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay.
Your third one?
Yeah. So I guess I'm into origin stories because I would love to see the beginnings of the galaxy. Not beginnings, but before interplanetary travel and the beginnings of interplanetary travel and how all that took place and any fallout from that. Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And empires that formed from that.
So basically the first like routes between planets and the possible first ever hyperspace engines.
Yeah.
And from there, like the first like I guess like civilization, like the first big planet.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So like Coruscant was our main planet in episode 1, 2, and 3. And then the main planet.
And also within these origins, think it would be really cool to have like ancient tie-ins somehow. I don't know, like bloodlines or something of that nature to just tie it into the more current stories.
Yeah, so like maybe like a race of alien that was the first of each species.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or even like prophecies, like ancient prophecies of Yoda or something like that.
Yeah, the first prophecy of the Chosen One or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm down for that. That would be a really cool, interesting concept.
Yeah, prophecy of Mace Windu, the first Black Jedi.
Yes, the first Black Jedi. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think he was the first.
Oh, dang.
Not anymore. I mean, like, first in movies, yes, I believe first in movies, but not first in comic / upcoming TV show, I guess, because there's going to be stuff from earlier parts of the universe throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
Throughout new TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the next one that I have down is the first battleship making planet.
Ooh.
So in the Han Solo movie, we get to see the planet of Corellia, which is where Han grew up, if I'm correct in my mind right now. This is his home planet, and this home planet is literally where the Empire has their shipyard. So they're creating their entire Empire yard. Like, every single Star Destroyer is created here. Well, I would like to see the first shipyard for an Empire or Republic and all the cool ships that come out of it. Because Star Wars is about ships, so I want to see some more ships, more ship action.
Yeah. No, it's a big part of it. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
And next one, a little bit more.
It's specific too. Sorry to interrupt you. It's like
we could keep on it.
The details make Star Wars. Like the little stories are a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, like
Like,
So with episode 3, the beginning, there's a giant ship battle that we only see like 5 minutes of because they spend more of the time inside the cockpits
uh huh.
instead of flying around. And if you there's a YouTube channel out right now where the guy slows down every single battle in Star Wars and like other movies, so like Lord of the Rings as well.
Yeah.
He goes through and watches it at like point 0.5 speed or whatever, and he's
Hmm.
able to see like how many ships are there or like what is going on in the background.
Hmm. That's pretty
And
cool.
and so for episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, in the background, there's just thousands and thousands of ships just flying around, shooting each other over Coruscant.
Wow.
So, like, stuff like that would be cool to see.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you're one studio who's got one shot at this, there better be some details like that in there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Star Wars,
Yeah.
you should be creating giant ship battles in the stars because it's Star Wars. Duh.
Uh
Come
huh.
on, people.
Yeah. It's in the
Yeah.
name.
Yep.
Cool.
Anything else you want to throw in for that one?
Nah.
All right, so the next one I got here is the Usang Vong, which is it's a more obscure race of the Star Wars world.
Hmm.
They are only really, or Yuzane Vong, I mispronounced it. They're only really mentioned within the Star Wars Legends comics. And these guys are like some really insane creatures because they were able to like basically neutralize force powers instead of being like affected by the force, that you couldn't really use the force on them. It's kind of weird, but that was the original intent of the Death Star. Was the Emperor was actually building the Death Star in Star Wars Legends so that he can go destroy their planet instead
Hmm.
of destroy other planets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because he
So
just felt threatened by them?
yeah, because he couldn't even use the Force on them if he felt like it.
Right.
So that in
Yeah,
itself
that's
is deadly.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah, and they look like human creatures that are like kind of like radioactive, so like their body's messed up.
Oh yeah. Huh. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and so from there we move on to the ninth one, which I have down as the Great Jedi and Sith War, which produced also the war of that was on Malachor, which made the Scourge of Malachor part of Star Wars Rebels. So with this, it's an ancient battle where the Jedi and Sith are at war all over the universe. But there's like a certain part of the universe where they all met, and there's this random super weapon that they ended up using, and it
The
literally,
Sith did?
yeah, the Sith used it, and it scorched the entire planet. Everyone
Oh,
there was petrified in the like petrified wood state.
dang.
Yeah, like it's a insane kind of story.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Huh. Wow. Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, a Jedi versus Sith armies attacking each other I mean, I would love that. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty cool concept, and it should be done within Star Wars at some point. They should like actually animate it or if they don't do it for this animated anime series, then they should just do it for a live action at some point.
Yeah, dude. Even a cutscene to that in some sort of live action film
Mm-hmm.
would be awesome.
All right. Now for the 10th one, Colin. Here's what we're going to do. Think of one specific thing in the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell it to me yet. Just let me know when you got it.
Okay, got it.
You got it? Okay. And on 3, we're both going to say our thing. Okay?
Wait, I don't know what it's called. uh, um, let me think of something different that I can name. No, I'm sticking with this. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Ready?
Do you know what it's called?
I mean, I'm gonna spell it out.
Okay. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
That big box Anakin and Obi-Wan got trapped in, and it had the Force people in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. My thing was new types of lightsabers.
Oh, new types. Ooh,
Yeah, so like
what do you mean? Like the next generation of lightsabers?
either next generation or like old generation Star Wars lightsabers. So like maybe like there's like some concept art that shows like a whip lightsaber and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
So the reason I made you think of something is so that we can combine both of these into one.
Mm.
So basically, we're going to have in this short film, we're going to have every type of lightsaber ever made, basically, or like new types of lightsabers shown. So we get the double bladed lightsaber, the normal, just one blade lightsaber, the cross hilt lightsaber, the spinny lightsabers, the whip lightsaber, just all of that. Um, what else? What else? There's also like some lightsaber, the dark saber. There's some like sword looking lightsabers on the planet of Mordo, or if that's how you say it. That's probably how you say it. It's the planet that Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka got trapped on with the light side, dark side, and the Father.
Mm-hmm.
So we get all of that in one. Just a
Yeah.
whole bunch of lightsaber action plus the original like Force users
Yeah.
or the controllers of each side of the Force.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that's going to be the 10th one.
I like it. I mean, we don't have a story there, but it's an idea that would be cool. Something of
Okay.
that nature.
Yeah, the story would be that a guy just traveling through space ended up in the gravity field of the planet of Mordo and ended up meeting the father, the daughter, and the father, daughter, and son, which are
Mm-hmm.
the father is light and dark, I guess, and then the mother and not the daughter and son are the daughter is the light side, the son
Mm-hmm.
is the dark side. So he ends up on that planet and meeting them, and by meeting them, he gains knowledge of the Force and how different aspects of Star Wars have like Force energy, and he's able to find the kyber crystals that are used to create the lightsaber,
Mm-hmm.
and he uses that to create his. He goes and searches the planet, finds some kyber crystals because he can sense their force energy, and uses it to make it the first lightsaber. And it's going to be the first backpack lightsaber, which this is actually a part of Legends. They used to be a backpack lightsaber, so it would be the lightsaber, and then it had like a cord going out onto a backpack that had the power source.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he creates his first one, and then immediately after doing that, the father realizes what he's done and realizes the weapon's too powerful, so he just makes him disappear from the planet and go back to his ship that he was on, and is sent on his way, and his memories erased from that place, but he still has the lightsaber in the backpack. And he brings the technology to the planet of Ilum. I'm going to choose that one because it has a whole bunch of kyber crystals. And from there, they mass produce all the lightsabers, and we get like the first ever combat system, or like people learning how to use them as their combat weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, that's what I just came up with.
Yeah.
So, these have been the 10 speculations of the Star Wars short films from me and Colin Hampton. AJ Blake and Colin Hampton. Colin, anything else you want to give to the people?
Stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego. And we'll see you on episode 6, which will be about Twilight Imperium. And on the next couple episodes, that will probably be over Loki or whatever else I speculate on. See you guys later. This has been the Space Podcast.